Hi guys, welcome to the Trades and Traits Challenge on Sims 4. I'm Missy, also known as Beater of Beads on different platforms. On the Traits and Trades Challenge, the goal here is to experience every single career and every single trait that Sims 4 has to offer. It is currently early June. There are 71 careers available right now and 76 traits available for our little experiment. There's actually 77, but one of them is called Wise and it's for elder Sims. And we are having no elders at this point in our community. This is kind of a singles mecca here in New Crest. There's going to be 71 individual Sims with all with different jobs. So we're going to experience every single jobs that there are, every single job that Sims 4 has to offer, including the part-time and the freelance ones, which we can go into later. And I have gone into a little bit in previous episodes. So here we are, episode 4. This is Xara. Xara is landmates with Xander, which we've gone over before in episode 3. Xara and Xander are both aliens, and this is what she's got going on for herself so far. Basically, she was given or born with, even though she was born as a young adult, self-absorbed, gloomy, and ambitious. And self-absorbed and gloomy are two traits I've personally never played with, and that's kind of the reason I wanted to start this challenge, was to experience some of the traits I have never experienced before. And now, as a result of me filming the first 3 episodes, because I didn't think of filming this until I created Xara, she has developed unflirty, clumsy, and paranoid. She also has business savvy, which I don't know much about that either. But that was because I gave her the money fortune aspiration. All right, so that is a little about her. So each home in Sims is going to be based on that particular Sim, their likes, their dislikes, and their career. And for Xara, she likes pink, black, and gray. And for decor, she does not like French country, but she's really into island and patio. So that's what her whole house is going to be fashioned after. But she's just kind of in the move-in phase. She has not applied to college. She actually needs to get some of her skill levels up before applying to college, because I want her to be in the advanced programs. She is slated to be a stylist, so she needs to get a fine arts degree. That requires painting, piano, violin, and photography skills. Pipe organ as well, but pipe organ and piano are interchangeable for the most part. And I like to get them up to at least a 3, all of those. And typically that qualifies, as long as all the minimum skills, all the skills meet the minimum requirements, will usually, not always, but usually qualify for the advanced program, which just means as long as she gets a better grade, she actually gets a better position and it's easier to get her to the end. So that's a little bit about her. And here's her home. So much, or I should say so far, definitely not finished, because she hasn't even entered college yet, so we don't know much about her. She hasn't collected a whole lot of things, but this is what we have going on for her so far. And then downstairs connects with Xander, and they will have a shared area here. They are both really into working out. I don't know if you can tell that about her. I don't make her work out at all. That's all on her. And so they'll have a shared workout area here. That's just his, because he was really into working out. He's also really into looking at himself, so he's got a mirrored area here where he can check himself out. She's indifferent to herself, but there you go. That's a little bit about those guys. She also likes cross stitch, as you can see. And we will check back as she gets into college and maybe see a little bit more of her house. I know, she's excited about it too. So Xara applied for university and scholarships, a bunch of scholarships. The one thing she did not apply for was the esports scholarship, because we did that with Don Lyman, and that requires participation 6 days a week. And I usually have my Sims take 3 classes per week, which means they have to be in college for 4 game weeks, which is a lot, especially if you have the ages turned on. That literally goes through their entire young adulthood. So I always have the ages turned off when they go to university. And all right, well, we'll see. Who are you, and why are you here? I think he's a friend of Xander's, and Xander's just ignoring him. So letters have been received. We haven't read them. I can tell for sure we've been accepted, but I don't know if we've been accepted into the advanced program yet. So let's read our scholarship letters first. Open. Oh, so she did not get the building, the future scholar. That's okay, because she actually didn't care for... she does not like fixing things, put it that way. Okay. Next letter. Same thing, because it doesn't know we opened it yet. Open. Oh, geez, Louise. 3 times now, we know. Okay, finally. Open. Oh, she also didn't get the food and drink scholarship. That's fine, because she also hates cooking. And, all right, next. Oh, yay. Okay, so she did win the Future Star Scholarship, which is $200 per quarter. Great. Great, great, great. Last. Oh, well, she also did not win the Newcrest Resident Scholarship. But that's okay. Pretty much Xander is floating her whole boat. Now let's see if we got into the advanced. The anticipation is killing me. This guy's just taking our time. Mm-hmm. All right, here we are. So the question is, oh yay, perfect. Distinguished degree, fine art. That's exactly what we wanted. So we are in. It is currently Saturday. I like to enroll them on Fridays and Saturdays, because then their classes start on Monday and they finish on a Friday. If you enroll them midweek, the classes start the next day and go throughout the weekend. And it just, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. I like it when they start on a Monday and on a Friday. So let's enroll. All right, Zara, get on up here. University. Enroll. Huh. Now we got it. Chester and fine art. I could do 4, but I like to do 3. This will take us 4 game weeks to complete, because they want you to have 12 credits. You get 1 credit per class. And there we go. This week we are going to be doing beginning brushwork, go figure, drawing, and if it ain't Baroque. We're going to be doing it at home. At home is always better. I've tried off campus, I've tried university housing before. And your Sims go to class early and then just stand outside. And instead of waiting, they get bored and then they go find something to do. And then they end up being late to class. I swear, almost every day, unless you are literally on top of it. It just seems to be much easier when they do it from home. Okay, there is my merit. So I automatically get a $100 because I qualified for the distinguished degree. That would not have come in if I didn't qualify for that. And then, of course, the $200. So total, this is costing Xander $420 to send me to school this week. All right. I could pay with a student loan. There's no point, though. There we are. She is now enrolled. Here are her courses over here under the career box. And also each one, she's got homework already for each of them. And then any class that she has Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there is a final exam for. And then any class that is on a Tuesday and Thursday, there's either a presentation due or a term paper due. So in this case, she has one of each. Presentation you will find in her inventory right there. And we're going to place it in the world. Oh, hello. We're going to place it in the world. And then we do the paperwork for her other class here on the computer under university. Go to university coursework. Get all these options. Cheat on the homework. Study. But there's the term paper. Write the term paper. You can also submit and don't even have to write it at all. This I only recommend if you are in the secret society, which maybe I will give a shot here with Xara, but I don't know. I'm not making any promises. So there's the start of her college. No need to bore you with the rest of it. We're going to go to college for 4 weeks, and she is going to graduate with honors. At least that's my plan. And then we'll get a career and finish out her life. Well, Xara's graduating. Apparently, she's extremely grungy. She's paranoid, and she's pretty angry. She's always losing control. There's not much I can do about that. But she is graduating, and I'm pretty sure it's with honors. And so as soon as she gets out, we're going to get her a job and see what level she starts at, see what rewards she has already won, and in her career choice of stylist. Was it stylist that we were going for? I'm going to even have to check that, make sure I do the right thing. And she should be hired in at level 6 or 7. And I'm going to give you a quick tour of what we've done with the house, which is not much. And then we'll come back to her hopefully having a full at the top of her career, and her and Xander's house completely finished. But for now, we're going to wait for her to finish graduation before we go home and get her a job. Well, she is pretty grungy. Let's go home, take a shower. And while she does that, I'll show you what we have done, what little we have done with her house. And then it's going to change a little bit inside, especially here once she gets her job and gets her rewards for her career, for what level she is in her career. And then also by the time she ends. So we'll have a complete house here before too long. Okay, Xander, go take a shower. All right, basically the only thing we've done is kind of combine their downstairs. I've made it so that they have a workout area because they both like working out quite a bit. She likes to do yoga a lot. He just likes to look at himself in the mirror a lot and work out on every single one of these machines. So this is their shared area. They have another bathroom down here. I've found it a little bit better to lock their doors from each other. So this one, Xander can't go into. And this one, Xara can't go into. Anybody else can go in those doors. But it just helps keep them in their respective areas. And we will complete the rest of Xara's house here as she gets her rewards. And go from there. And then, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the next house. She's still angry. All right, let's get a job, Xara. Stylist. Having a relevant university degree means this position will come with a higher pay, easier promotions, and more vacation days, plus a signing bonus. Only one signing bonus can be awarded per sim every 7 days, regardless of the career. Well, we're not going to move anywhere. So here she is. She's getting hired in at Wardrobe Wiz. I don't know what level that is. I will find out. $480 an hour, and she's working Tuesday through Saturday. All right, here we go. All right, should she get a jump start and accept the assignment? Yes, she should. Record style guide. Share fashion tips to the masses by recording a style guide at the computer. All right, that's something I'll do for her day. And then these are the things obviously I need to work on. So her writing skill and her charisma level need to get up before she even gets a promotion. But she has been hired in at level 8. So she only needs 2 promotions before she's at the final of her career. So that's perfect. Let's see what she has gotten. If there's anything in her inventory here that she's got. Yes. Okay. So she got the digitalistic sketch pad. She got another crystal clear digital camera. A barely better digital camera. And that's it for her job. Here is her picture. Might as well throw that up on the wall now. Well, that'll get changed eventually. And let's check home inventory to see if there was anything received. There should be. Yes. So she has the trending style board. There's another computer, all in one powerful PC. There is the Willowdale Highboy dresser, which if you saw the last episode, because Xander's in a similar business, he has one. The split mirror, which for now is up here in Xander's room also. And there we go. That is she has for selling paintings, which is nothing to do with her current career. So that is what she has received so far in her career, and we will put those to use and get her all finished in her career and show you the finals. I realized the first few episodes I was going through their jobs, and unless there's anything, funny that happens, there's so many other places that do that. We're just going to focus on their specific traits and their trades, their jobs. So, and then also their likes and how their houses end up. And we'll go from there. One thing I will mention is Xara was self-absorbed. I'm not seeing any self-absorbed tendencies. So the definition for self-absorbed said, let me remember here. And when I say remember, let me go up and look at what it says. These Sims are all about themselves. They can fish for compliments, are more excited when receiving a present, and may become tense when they haven't gotten enough attention. The celebrity spotlight is something they generally relish. After all, everyone else should love them as much as they do themselves. Well, she hasn't done anything regarding the tense. She gets tense a lot, but it doesn't say anything regarding because she hasn't gotten attention. It just says her life goal. So maybe that's what it means. So I honestly, I can't say she gets any more tense than some of the other Sims that I've had. So we've got a few more days of playing with Xara, and I'll check back on that particular issue. Well, I know this is supposed to be a show about Xara, but Xander has been abducted so many times. Oh, now he's missing his head. That's interesting. All right. Xander's been missing been abducted apparently one too many times, and he is now pregnant. So, and I love the fact that he has no head right now. Anyway, just thought I'd give you an update. And currently we are still working on Xara's skills. So she needs to be level 8 for writing and level 7 for charisma. And we're not quite halfway there. So we're working on that. Apparently we're going to have a baby. So hopefully I can hurry up and get this done and move on to the next house. So I don't have to be involved with the baby, because that was not my plan. But we'll figure something out. Side note, work from home assignment was create sketches. I kept going to the sketch pad, and one of the options on the sketch pad is something to do with sketching. Let me show you here. Quick sketch impression. I've created like 4 of them, and none of them have worked. I got online. There was a Reddit forum. So apparently it's an impressionism painting. That is the only way to get this work from home assignment done. I have done 1 so far. I have to pay to work from home. Kind of like now. Anyways, so that's how to do it. To small impressionism painting apparently is, and maybe some of the other paintings work, but that's what I read on Reddit. That's how I was finally able to get her sketches complete for her work from home assignment. So just a heads up for you guys. Finally, Xara got promoted. Level 10, Persona Reimager. She got nothing other than a bonus. You've seen everything that she's already got rewarded. So she is done with her career. In the meantime, since the past episode, she has become a star. She's a 2-star celebrity now. And one of the things that's slightly annoying me about her now is she's got this vein street, which is the very first time I've ever had a sim get this particular quirk. And basically she is constantly wanting to look in the mirror. She gets this nervous, or this tense moodlet if she doesn't look in the mirror at herself very often. So it's one of the things that she has to do. But now she's on her own, so she can kind of do that on her own. There's been a couple of changes also too. You know that Xander was pregnant. He had Xandra, and she's a young person now. She's a kid. I created her bedroom in the basement because it's not supposed to be part of this ensemble. I think what I'll do is I'll come in a few households later, a few lots later, turn her into a teen, and then when I'm ready to do the second alien lot, I'll actually bring her in and turn her into a young adult, and we'll have her continue here in Newcrest, and she will be the first born and raised resident of Newcrest. This is her bedroom. I kept it, she's an alien, so we had to keep it, alien-ish themed. That is Xara's old computer, so now Xander's the only one that can use it. She still has a few things left from her baby land, and she has an aspiration to, what was it? I'm in the wrong spot. Creative genius. So apparently maybe I have to get a tree house, but I don't think I'm going to do that before I leave. So there is Xander. She's in her pajamas. It's the weekend. And then the rest of the basement here, we might as well just walk you through. I gave each Xander and Xandra their own little makeup area. So we've added this to Xander's. Since he likes yellow and he likes boho, this is his particular... Oops. Oops. All right, this is his particular makeup room. I could go half walls, but he's got so many mirrors that, and so many walls that aren't really walls that you still can't really see much in there. So I thought these were kind of cool, the way that they looked on the wall here. It extended it and made it look longer than they really were. So I kind of have fun with those there. Oops, that's the mirror. I want the plants. You can see how it looks there. And well, the mirror just keeps getting grabbed. Anyways, you see the point here. So I had fun with that in Xander's room. And then their shared workout area changed a little bit. So that's Xander. He just sticks with these 3 machines. He rarely comes over here. And this is Xara's area. And they each have their own respective bathroom that Xander apparently needs to clean up. And they don't have access to each other's bathrooms. So Xara can't go in here. Xander can't go in here. Xandra can go wherever she wants. The only bathtub in the place is in Xara's place. So she goes to Xara's for baths sometimes if she doesn't feel like taking a shower. And here is Xara's little makeup area. It's a little bit more, you know, not as cluttered as Xander. Definitely pink. And there you go. I'm going to try to access one of the Sims here, probably Xara, and do a walkthrough of her home. So let me get that going. Okay. She's going to start off in Xandra's. I'm hoping she takes the basement route and goes where I asked her to go. Oh, she does. Oh, good. Excuse me. Yep, we're going to go this way. Okay. So now we come up into Xara's abode, and you can kind of see the changes here. The piano is now downstairs, and escape. So you got a little view of that. Living room has changed a little bit here. She's got a lot more plants going on, and her kitchen we filled up with some things as well. Mainly just some little plant things on the wall. Gave her some items here in the kitchen to make it look more like a kitchen. Oh, she needs to clean her cabinet here, but she hates cooking. Xander does almost all the cooking, so he's got to get in here and clean it. All right, then we will go upstairs. Yep, go here. Yeah, take your time. There you go. I guess this little hallway is a little boring. It's just got that one picture. Maybe I'll add some more to it. And there's her graduation picture and her now with honors degree. So here's her little painting nook. She can look at herself if she wants to and, you know, do some self-portraits. Oh, I know. It's just rough. All right. Now we'll do one final trip to her bedroom area so you can just get an idea of what is going on. Oh, and of course, we'll check out her bathroom real quick. Yeah. All right, there is her bedroom. Kind of boring, you know, but she doesn't spend a lot of time up there, especially now that she is seldom sleepy. No, we're not going to do that. We are going to go into the bathroom, though, so we can see what that looks like. You can see I removed the ceiling in here. And that's from the thing that she's got outside, the patio outside, which we'll walk over and check that out. She is currently in a... Oh, there she goes. Okay. There is her bathroom. Kind of boring, basic, pink. You get the idea. All right, let's take a look outside here real quick. No, you're not going to go look in the mirror. It's been a lot of lightning storms. They keep turning things to these little piles. If you ever wonder what that... I don't know what happens when... every so often I see a pile like that inside. I don't know how that happens, but outside, it's taken some of these items. I've had to replace them. So that's what that pile of dust is, at least. Okay. Oh, isn't that kind of a cool view if you think about it? Oh, we'll come get her to quiet. But yeah, you know, there you go. Oh, maybe I should put some columns there, but whatever. Here we are. Basically, I was in a rush to finish this. This is the first time I've ever not used the knowledge aspiration in the beginning. For aspiration, is that what I mean? Yeah, knowledge aspiration, which makes them be faster at skill building. And we didn't do that with Xara, and I definitely regretted it. It took a long time to get her charisma and her writing skill up. So there she is looking at herself again. She's pretty vain now. So we will let her continue on being fabulously wealthy. Maybe she'll do that. And we'll probably come back and revisit this house much, much later in the game. But for now, I'm kind of glad to be done with the stylist and the influencing careers. They're somewhat boring in a way. At least the rewards that you get for them, to me, are not that rewarding. So I just don't understand the point. It is fun to make other Sims, and I'll probably notice some of the looks we've created with these Sims as we create our other Sims and see it on the townies. I've even seen some of our previously created Sims, specifically Josie and Don, which are the only other ones we've created, that carry on the styles that have been created by Xander. They're pretty ridiculous sometimes. So next, let me pull out my Excel sheet here. Okay. As you can see, here is my spreadsheet. Here's the first two lots that are done. Lot 3, I'm not 100% on this, even at the time that I am recording this, but I think we're going to go with mermaids. And one's got to be a marine biologist. I mean, it's a given. And then we'll get one of the part-time careers out of the way, the diver. She doesn't have to go to college, so that'll be nice. And mixologist. And we will go on one of the bigger lots in the Sims, which we'll go back to here in just a moment. One of the things I wanted to say also, Xandra. Anyways, she is an art lover. She's a young kid at this point, so she's got that slot filled. I don't know what lot she's going to end up living in, so there's this question mark here. But yeah, there you go. We have our first art lover, which we will experience, and maybe we'll have another, who knows. In the meantime, let's go with where that lot's going to go. There we are with Josie and Dawn and the robot, Sarah Botch. And then the Duncan household, which is Xara, Xander, and Xandra. And we are done with that. That was, God, that just took forever, it seems like. So I think we're going to go over here. And this is where the mermaids are going to go. You know, it's closer to the water. Mermaids are going to have two lots, so maybe the other one will go over here, possibly. I don't know. But for now, mermaids here. Stay tuned for episode 5, where we create sim number 5 for lot number 3 for the Trades and Traits challenge in Sims 4.